Well, the latest funding boost to early childhood education will see South Australian 3-year-olds enter preschool. The $715 million investment package will be a centrepiece of the South Australian state budget, which will be handed down tomorrow.
They may be a long way from their first vote, but some of the youngest South Australians will be at the centre of Thursday's budget.
But we need a skilled workforce, so that's why we announced yesterday the largest reform in our state's education system, in our state's history really, introducing preschool for 3-year-olds.
A $715 million funding boost, bringing the government's total spend on the project to $1.9 billion.
If you can make it an investment in the early years, you can literally redefine the opportunity that a young person has in front of them for the rest of their life.
Education looks likely to be the big winner from the budget. $218 million committed for new schools in Adelaide's north and south, and more than $38 million for campus upgrades across the state.
Education's been a key focal point for the budget, and we've got some pretty good announcements ahead of us come Thursday as well.
Housing is another focus. The government cutting first home buyers loose from having to stump up for stamp duty.
Starting on Thursday, when that budget is handed down, there will no longer be $1 of stamp duty for any new build, for any new home buyer in South Australia.
As of Friday, the exemption applies to all first home buyers who buy or build a new home.
Oh, sayonara stamp duty, good riddance as far as I'm concerned.
Nearly 2,000 homes will be built in Adelaide's western and southern suburbs, more than a third of which will be social and affordable housing.
Because we want to make sure that everyone in this state has the opportunity to get a roof over their head so they can lead a better life and participate in our society and economy in a wholeheartedly healthy way.
But the big spending doesn't come cheap. Government fees are expected to rise by about 3% next financial year.
I think importantly we've kept it lower than the level of inflation. This was a fairly modest increase, particularly compared to some of the other price increases that households and businesses are struggling under.
Last year, Labor put South Australia's budget back in black for the first time since the COVID pandemic, and the Treasurer is determined to keep it there.
I've always stressed that we needed to get the budget back into surplus after the deficits during COVID. We've got the budget back into surplus now, and you'll see how we propose to try and keep it there in the future.
Monique van Hayden, Sky News, Adelaide.